Hello, dear engineers and technocrats. Today we will learn to perform ABC analysis of inventory items. The first question is why we need to classify inventory, or what is the need for grouping inventory items. When you have a large number of stock keeping units, or you can say end items, or work in process inventory or raw material, then it is impractical to monitor and control them individually. So in order to manage a large number of stock keeping units in a better way, we aggregate them into different groups or classes. So by grouping them into different classes, we can decide appropriate inventory policies for managing them effectively and efficiently. Now, for the purpose of classification of inventory items, we take several considerations or criteria into account, like annual cost, annual demand, availability of SKUs, lead time to get an SKU, the service level requirement, and the criticality of components or SKUs. And there can be a large number of another uh, considerations. Now, basically, this inventory classification is a multi-criteria decision-making problem. Means at a time, you should consider not only a single criterion, but we consider more than one criteria. Now, depending on how many criteria or what kind of criteria we are using, we can have several classifications of inventory items like ABC, BD, FSN, HML, SD. Now, this ABC classification, which we are going to discuss today, you can also call it as always better control. So in this ABC class, we consider two criteria. One is annual cost and another is annual demand. So by considering these two criteria, we uh, group inventory items into three classes: A, B, or C. The VED analysis employs availability and lead time considerations uh, while grouping of inventory items. Items can be classified into vital items, essential item, or desirable items. Now, based upon only single criteria, that is annual demand, we can classify items as fast moving items, slow moving item, or non moving item. So if annual demand is very high, we call them as fast moving item. If demand is very low, we call them as non moving items. Similarly, you can classify high, medium, and low uh, class items or scarce, difficult, and easy items. So these are the popular items, and ABC classification is the most popular inventory classification or grouping technique. So as you know, in ABC inventory classification, we classify items or group items into three classes: A class item, B class item, and C class item. And you know, it is based upon two criteria, that is number of items sold and the cost of items, or based upon number of items sold and their cost, we determine the annual usage value. So based upon annual usage value, we classify the item A, B, and C category. And when we classify these items, you will find that there are few items whose contribution in sales and revenue is very high. If you see this ABC analysis diagram, you see that there are about 10 to 15% of the item which contributes more than 70% in the annual usage. And so such items whose contribution in annual usage is more than 70%. And if you count them, those number would be less than 10-15% of the total items. So such items are grouped into A class items. And you will also find that there are about 40 to 50% of the items whose annual usage is below 20%. Such items are grouped into C class items, and in between A and C, all other remaining items are grouped into B class items. And ABC analysis can also be, we can say it is based on Pareto analysis or 80-20 rule. Means there are 20% of the items in any factory or in any warehouse, you will find whose usage values would be around 80%, and there would be 80% of the items of total number of items, and those will contribute only 20% to the usage value. So very few items having usage value more than 70%, we group them into class A item. And there are 40 to 50% of the items which are contributing only 20-25% to the usage value, and those would be grouped into C class item. And between A and C, we classify all the other remaining items are grouped into B class item. So how we can uh, carry out this ABC classification, which I am going to discuss here. We use a Excel sheet and we'll perform here ABC classification. You see there, this problem is given, you are given that there are 10 items. Their unit cost and annual demand is also given. So I have reproduced these datas in Excel sheet and I'm going to delete it. So what you have items from 1 to 10 and you have unit cost. For example, item 1 would cost 2,700 and requirement of this item 1 is 90. Similarly, if you consider fifth item, its unit cost is 1,350 and annual demand of this item is 100. Okay. Now, how we can find out usage value? When we multiply the unit cost to annual demand, we get the usage value. So usage value is simply cost per unit multiplied by demand of that item gives you the usage value. So we have determined the usage value of all the 10 items. So this is the first step. So in ABC classification, we consider two criteria: cost of an item and annual demand. And from these two criteria, we determine one criteria that is called usage value. So by multiplying by unit cost and annual demand gives us usage value of each item. The next step is that we arrange the item in the decreasing order of usage value. So you go to the sort and filter and select this sort largest to the smallest. So highest values will be at the top of the column and remaining in the decreasing order. So if we sort, it will ask expand the selection. You click sort. So you got this usage value in decreasing order in this column. So you see that part 9 has the highest usage value, followed by part 8, 2, 1, and so on. And part 7 has the lowest usage value. Now what we do, next we want to determine the percentage of value, usage value and percentage of quantity before ABC class, because we know A class items in terms of quantity would be 10 to 15%, and in terms of usage value those would be more than 70-75%, right? So what we do here, we determine the sum of items, annual demand, we take the sum, and so total items are 1,000, and then we also sum the usage value, and that comes out this much. Okay. So percentage of value, how we can determine? We determine equal to 100 multiplied by this usage value of item divided by total usage value. So this will give you the percentage terms, right? So in this, if you freeze this total usage value, so that we can determine for each item, right? So you get this usage value in percentage. Similarly, in order to find out the percentage of quantity, what you do, 100 multiplied by the 60 divided by 1,000, and you freeze it by pressing F4, you get this 6%, and similarly you get this thing. Okay. So now we can classify these after finding the percentage of value and percentage of quantity. What you find, that A class items are 10 to 15%. So 10 to 15%, this 6, 5, 11 and 4, 15. Okay. And how many percentage in terms of, so 15 percentage items, and what is their percentage of usage volume they are contributing? Their contribution is, this is about 36, 16. So this is around 50, 70, around 70%, right? So we can classify these items as A class item, or you can choose a suitable color here. So these are the A class items. These are A class items. Which are the A class items? Item number 9, 8, and 2 are the A class items. And if you see these, they are in terms of percentage of quantity, they are around 15%, and in terms of percentage of value, they are about 70%. Now we classify the C class items. So C class items are about 40-50%, and their contribution is below uh, 10-20%. So if you group them, you can group here. This is 17 to 30, 40, around 50. So these items, you can group them and you can call them as C class items. You can call them as C class items. So remaining items are known as B class items. These are known as B class items. So this way we can classify the items into A class item, B class item, and C class item. So what you have learned here, that when we compare by percentage of quantity, A class items are very, very less in number. So few items, but these A class items are in few in number, but their contribution in annual usage is about 70%. About 70%. So such items are A class item. When we consider C class items, and if you count, it's around 30, 40, 60, around 60, 50, 60% items. And if you of the total items, and they contributes to the percentage usage value is below this 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 13-15% is there, right? You can also include this item part number 3 in C class. You will left with 2 items. Those could be considered B. So there is no clear-cut boundary that which items, but based upon your requirement. And so ABC classification, we are considering only 2 criteria. So for boundary item, you can have some another criteria, that whether it should be taken into C class or B class, like service level requirement, the criticality of the component can be also considered while for these boundary items, whether they should be considered in C category or B category, as we cannot clearly classify based upon this percentage of quantity and percentage of value. So we have to consider more than two criteria. Some additional criteria is considered to take an appropriate decision whether this item number 6 should be part of C class or B class, or for item number 3 whether it can fall within C group class items or B class items. So other than usage value, we consider some additional criteria and decide whether it should fall within B class item or C class item. Similarly, for 1 and 2 item, whether 2 should be included in A class item, or it can be a part of B item, or part 1 should be in. So for boundary item, we need to consider some additional criteria other than usage value, and those criteria we have discussed. Those can be service level requirement, the criticality of the component, the lead time to purchase, the availability of the items, right? So such consideration are to be taken into account while grouping them into A, B or appropriate class. Now, when we class these items, so there should be some use. Okay. So as I told, we cannot have the same inventory policy for every item, because depending upon the inventory policy, we require monitoring an inventory require different times and investment. So there are few inventory monitoring policies. We call them as continuous review policy or periodic review policy, or we monitor them based upon simple rules of thumb. So for A class items, we monitor them continuously, and B class items are those items for which we follow periodic review policy. Periodic review policy is also called base stock policy. Here we set two bin, or we can say we set minimum level and maximum level, and whenever we review after a fixed period, and if the number of items are below the minimum level, we place a order, and the order quantity would be such that it reaches to the maximum level. In case of continuous review policy, we review and monitor these items continuously, and we place an order, and the order size is fixed. The period may be different, but order size is fixed, and that is called economic order quantity. But in periodic review or base stock policy, review period is constant. After same period, inventory is reviewed and items are placed. An order is placed for item when the stock level at the time of review is below the minimum stock level. And for C class item, we simply follow the rule of thumb, and we keep right. So this is all about ABC analysis. If you like this session, please share it.